Imagine being taken to a room and locked into a small cage where strangers put ointments on your skin that make them burn and make your hair even fall out. Having things drop into your eyes that make you go blind and have them burn and bleed. These are just a few things that animals all around the world experience. Animal cruelty. This is a topic that I believe is very close to my heart because I have 3 dogs of my own, and I believe is very ignored to the public today. Today I'll be discussing animal testing. More specifically, I will be talking about what animal testing is, how animal testing affects us as humans, and what we can do to stop it. To begin, you will learn the facts about animal experiments and testing. According to crueltyfreeinternational.org, the leading organization working to end animal experience worldwide, an animal test is any scientific experiment or test in which a live animal is forced to undergo something that is likely to cause them pain, suffering, distress, or lasting harm. To be clear, animal testing is not just taking your animal companion to the vet or the doctor. An animal test is deliberately harming an animal for the profit or benefit of a company's product. Animal experiments include, but are not limited to, injecting or force-feeding animals, exposing them to radiation, surgically removing their organs, forcing them to inhale toxic gas, and worst of all, subjecting them to frightening situations just to get a reaction out of them. Every year, more than 100 million animals are killed due to animal testing. These animals include dogs, rabbits, cats, guinea pigs, and even monkeys. And that's not even the worst part. Most of these animals that are used in animal testing are often bred within these laboratories or certain breeding facilities just for this purpose. These animals are deprived of everything natural and right. They're socially isolated, they're emotionally deprived, and they're often psychologically tormented. Unfortunately, currently, there is no ban on testing cosmetics or household products within the U.S. Despite the many alternatives that companies can take, they still test on animals for other products. A few big corporations who still test on animals are Clorox, Johnson & Johnson, L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, and P&G. Now we'll be talking about the effects that animal testing has on humans. One big effect that it has on humans negatively is that drugs cleared by animals can still be proved harmful for humans. Oftentimes people say don't give chocolate to dogs because it's harmful for them and they can't eat it because they might die. Or don't give your cats aspirin because it's really toxic for them. But humans use aspirin and we also eat chocolate, so why should we base products off animals that we know don't correlate to humans? And more specifically, according to the Huffington Post, a popular news website, in March 2006, 6 human volunteers were injected with TGN 1412, a compound designed to dampen the immune system. Within minutes of these volunteers taking this, they were on the floor rolling around in agony. However, you would think, why would a scientist or people even volunteer to take this medicine? That's because prior to this experiment, they tested on rats, mice, rabbits, and even monkeys, and all those animals had no ill effects. That test alone proves that these experiments are unreliable, and they just don't prove benefit for humans. Another reason why animal testing hurts us is because drugs that fail in animal models can cause us to potentially ignore real ones. Now, it's hard to quantify how many missed opportunities we've had due to failed animal drug tests, but we can look at the many examples that show how lucky we are for not believing in the animal tests that were conducted. For example, an editorial in Nature Review Drug Discovery a research publisher describes how tamoxifen, one of our most effective drugs against certain types of breast cancer, would have been abandoned because it causes liver cancer and tumors in rats, a problem that does not carry over. So basically, this drug, tamoxifen, was, shown to give cancer and tumors into rats. However, the scientists failed to believe that and wanted to keep conducting human trials, which he later then found out that this medicine actually helped aid the healing of breast cancer. This makes you really wonder how many people would be saved if human-based experiments were held rather than animal ones. Now we will discuss what you can do to help end this archaic process of animal testing. Cruelty-free makeup and household products are abound, and to show support to cruelty-free brands, we should all invest, purchase, and support brands such as Lush, Smashbox, Too Faced, Tarte, and Urban Decay, who are all cruelty-free. In addition to investing and purchasing from these brands, we can also just basically educate your friends and each other about animal testing and buying more cruelty-free products. We all have to work together to end this terrible multi-million-dollar industry of animal testing and experiments. Now you know what you can do individually. It is also important to know what other companies can do to avoid animal testing and the alternatives. One of them being human organs on a chip. According to PETA, an animal rights organization, Harvard's Risk Institute has created organs on chips that contain human cells grown in a state-of-the-art system to mimic the structure and function of human organs. The chip can be used instead of animals and have been shown to have more accurate responses. With advances such as these, there is no excuses to why companies need to conduct inhumane animal testings. Now you know how cruel and unnecessary animal testing is, we can take steps to putting it to an end. We know what animal testing is, how it affects us as humans, and what steps we can do to end it. If you wouldn't let your own household pet be harmed, why would you let any other? Thank you.